Welcome to RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C. on the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington and Dr. Martin Luther King's famous I Have a Dream speech.
Right, starting lineups presented by Adidas. Adidas is all in, and we start with Ryan Nelson's starting 11. Joe Bendick between the pipes once again. Rosario playing in his career game, start number 266. James Riley on the back end. This is career game started number 205. Two changes for head coach Ben Olsen. And when you look between the pipes, as I mentioned, this man, Pillamede, gets Jeremy Brocky making his final start for Toronto FC in this season. And we really do have to approach it from this point forward that this might be the last time we see Jeremy Brocky in MLS, but you never know down the road. But for now, the first push up the pitch, and Andrew Wiedemann trying to put some pressure on it. At 19 years of age, he became the youngest goalkeeper in MLS history to win a league game. Not many wins this season. Di Rosario finding space, takes the shot, he bends one, and Dwayne Di Rosario does it again against his former club in the 10th minute, just his third of the year. But that's just magic.
Unbelievable. I thought he was going to strike it the first time, but made that extra move inside the midfield area, opening up a little more space for himself. But I'm thinking in my head, this guy is going to hit it. I know Dwayne, he's going to strike this one. Look at that move. Here he goes again. And the bend, I could see the bend from up here. That is money in the bank. Dwayne Di Rosario at his best. What a strike that was. Bendick had no chance.
Well, last week, my friend, we talked about Higuain and goal of the week potential. I think we just saw another candidate right there.
I think we did.
Off the turnover, we'll see what Toronto can do now with possession. Reggie Land makes a nice move to the outside on Riley. Sends a lovely ball to the box and just wide of the mark. Andrew Wiedemann.
What a great move that was. What Reggie Lamb. Great feet there. We're waiting to see a little bit of him, but look at that run by Wiedemann. And it's so funny, Dan, as we see them practice this on the training ground, these late runs, whipping the balls in from the outside. I would just think by the amount of times that you've practiced this on the pitch that you would at least test Hamid.
You know, you talk about certain players in sports that you could just come to a game and watch them for the entire game. As this shot is blocked, it doesn't get through. Dwayne Di Rosario is that guy, because here he is on the other side, sent across, and somehow that stays out. Just saying how Dwayne Di Rosario was all over the pitch.
Yep. Just like we saw Silva in that previous replay, he floats around, he finds those areas where you're not looking. You got to keep your head on a swivel when you're playing against a guy like Di Rosario. But look at this delivery inside the box. I can't believe he didn't connect on that the first time, and then for it to come back across the box.
Talk here in D.C. about a soccer-specific stadium. Also talk about this stadium being knocked down and another NFL stadium being built here, one that might mirror or try to outdo Mr. Jones in Dallas. Di Rosario has got a lane for another hammer. Save made by Bendick to keep it at 1-0 in extra time in the opening half.
And that was so important for Bendick to make that save. But look at this touch by Silva. Henry responding a little too late, playing that ball into Di Rosario. And another strike with his left foot as well too. I haven't seen too many of those, but he's got some fire in those legs. Caldwell, see you later.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere for a couple of years yet, but he's got too much in him still. You're right.
Great decision by Wiedemann. Hold up the ball. You saw Brocky making that late run outside, but keep possession of the ball. Gain that confidence level up instead of playing the long ball that most
now he's
overhit.
Definitely in behind the defense and onside. Brocky tries one, and Pillamede near post has to get up to parry that one away in the 49th minute. Keep it at 1-0 DC. Corner kick for Toronto.
Well, Hamid probably thought Brocky was going to be whipping this one in. Brocky, the smart professional that he is, seeing Hamid cheating a little bit. But Caldwell, look at that defensive play as well too, getting across Dwayne Di Rosario. Lots of opportunities in this first half we're seeing. Second half, sorry.
Here comes Caldwell, back post, headed just up over the bar. Andrew Wiedemann again.
Is that his third header? He's having these chances. I'd like to see him test the goalie. You're rising so well. You're doing everything right. Let's just direct that one down.
Tough from that distance. Defenders to go over top of. I think did very well to get on the end of that.
Very fortunate for Reggie Lamb to get that ball back there.
Nice cross in, and the game is tied. Bobby Convey, right spot at the spot, and in the 60th minute, Toronto FC level it at RFK.
That turnover was huge for Toronto, starting in that midfield area. Reggie Lamb carrying that ball through the midfield spot, getting a little lucky. Earnshaw, you see, making that run, but the ball gets played right back to him. But then I talk about bodies getting inside the box, and you see Convey understanding where the ball could be played. And like you said, Dan, being at the right place at the right time, putting Toronto right back in this match. They've had numerous opportunities, and it's about time they were able to capitalize on one of them.
His first as a member of Toronto FC for his career number 13. Dangerous area, top of the box. No turn allowed.
Not a place where you want to try to dribble out.
Now. Ford makes the run. Nice overlap. It's around the outside back. Back post. Hammered. And what a save by Joe Bendick. That's why you pay your money to come watch these guys play. Louis Silva and Joe Bendick putting on a show.
Not only the save, but the turnover as well, too. We're looking at Richard Eckersley trying to dribble out of that area. Highly not recommended. But the overlapping run, Ashton Morgan, you're asking a lot of him to do there. But look at this strike by Silva. And then the save by Bendick. All around, just a great play for any soccer fan watching this match right now.
How about this tandem? What a job they've done. Bendick, what a job he's done all year. He's doing it again tonight for Toronto FC. Turn it on. Let's see what they can handle. It's a nice ball for Brocky and a lovely touch. Earnshaw, has he got the go-ahead goal? Just wide.
Is he claiming for deflection? But I don't think so. All the time you had to put that one away. Great through ball played to Brocky. First time ball out to Earnshaw. Boom, should have been there. Ami did a great job as well too, coming off his line, making himself big, closing down that angle. Another lost opportunity for TFC, Dan. Of the experience that Caldwell brings, the communication with the youngster.
There's a full-time whistle. The night is done, and the team settle for a draw.